Welcome back to Baxley Gaming Powerborns. I'm your host, Baxley, and today we're going to go over the Artisan Union and talk about the best methods for farming, the different skill bonuses, traits, gear, and buffs. If this is something you're interested in, then let's burn through it. Alright, I'm going to start this off by assuming that everybody knows how the unions work. If you do not, you can go and click that card above. I made a video in the past and it'll help you out. So let's talk about the skill bonuses. There have been some changes the last few months in how the skill bonuses work. So there are different things you can actually transform into. When I say that, I mean by holding down the L1 here and then also the R1 at the same time. And like there I transform into a bush. You can transform into a training dummy, a fake chest, a tree, and a bush. So now that I transform into a bush, what that does for me is I actually get a gathering speed increased by 30%. And that'll last for 5 minutes. You see there at the bottom right corner, see the little mask with the little ring around it? Once that ring is depleted, then it'll be reset, and that bonus will no longer be active. So I went over the bush. The tree, its gathering speed is increased by 10%. You also get a 10% increase in HP recovery from gathering. You can transform into a fake chest, which gathering speed is increased by 10%, additional 5% XP earning from crafting. And then the training dummy, which is gathering speed increased by 10%, XP obtained from gathering increased by 50%. So the training dummy and the tree, they give you like a small percentage for gathering speed, so they're not really that great. The bush is the best, which gives you 30%. You'll be going really fast then, especially if you have other buffs on and your gear. We'll go over that in a minute. But if you actually transform into the fake chest, that's when you actually get 5% additional XP from crafting. So that's when you actually want to go and take all your materials and go craft the items you need, especially if you're trying to get mastery on your crafting. So that is it for that. So let's go over some of the traits. Go to our union here, scroll over to traits. Now these are the 3 that I use. You have improved harvest, which whenever you're gathering, you have a 5% chance to obtain 1 additional item and a 1% chance to obtain 2 additional items. I mean, this sounds like a small chance, but it actually happens very often. You also have unparalleled production, which grants a 10% chance to obtain 1 additional consumable when crafting one. So if you're trying to make starseed, this is the best route. Also, this is really great as well. Grants a 10% chance of using any materials when crafting a consumable item, of not using any materials when crafting a consumable item. This is also great. Another one that some people like to use is this mount riding. It allows you to gather, mine, and log while mounted. I'm not a fan of it because, yeah, you're fast, you're moving on a mount, but like if there's some items that are close together, it's kind of hard to actually steer the mount. Like, let me show you. So if I'm going fast in this mount and all of a sudden there's an item right here, I have to do that 360 turn. You see that? I can't just quickly turn like this. So it just doesn't really work out that well. But there's a gear item that you can get. I can show you later. It'll help out with that. So speaking of that, let's go over to our gear. So like right now, when I'm crafting, not when I'm crafting, when I'm gathering, I'll use this helmet, which increases gathering, mining, logging speed. There's also this arm piece. There's a better arm piece in the market that I'll show you, but this one increases gathering as well. And another one for your shoulders. I think mages have 3. I think the other classes might have 2. I think there's another class that actually has 3 though. So for the mage particularly, you have 3 pieces. And everyone will actually have this really good glove that I'm about to show you. It'll be called something different depending on your class. For the mage, it's the Mana Seeker's glove. And it increases movement speed by 15 to 30% for 10 seconds every one successful gathering. So it also stacks up to 2 times. So if you go up and you gather something, and then you go gather another item, you can be moving super quick. And moving that quick without being mounted is a lot better than actually using a mount, because as you're moving really quick, you can actually turn very quick too if you got the settings correct. So that's the gear. Let's go over some of the buffs that you can get as far as like food items. I have one that is on me. The apricot bread. Do the gathering, logging, mining speed up to 15%, which is pretty decent, especially if you're stacking that 15% on one of the 10% or the 30% buff that you get from the Artisan skill. There's also a blue one that you can buy on the market.
My goods are top quality,
I can show you that real quick.
very, very best.
The only bad thing about it is it costs a lot. The food buff that I showed you though, it actually comes quite often from your attendance rewards. So like the apricot bread, you can actually buy it on the market for $12.99, which is not bad. But we go to a blueberry cream bun. It's a 25% speed, but it's also 7,500 star seed, which is pretty expensive. So that's up to you. So that's usually the food buff that I would use for it. Now there's one more buff that's really good that I forgot to mention. Let me go ahead and show you that. So you can either buy it from the Lumina shop, or you can buy it off the market. Here in the Lumina shop, you can scroll down, here it is. So for 800 Lumina, you can get either a bonus gathering ticket, mining ticket, or a logging ticket. Whatever you're farming, you can get as many of these as you need. What they do is, as you see there on the right hand side, using this item will add a 50% chance of receiving an additional item of the same grade when gathering, and it's active for 30 days. This is very important. I would definitely get this. And that is it for the video, guys. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave it below. Also, there's some link in the descriptions of some new platforms I'm on. I'm going to start doing some streaming on Twitch. And also, I just created a TikTok account. And I'm starting to work on my Instagram so you guys actually know when I'm streaming. But again, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.